Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win, or you find a way to lose. Farewell, Saul Alvarez. Farewell. Nice knowing you, Saul. Nice knowing you, Saul. The days of peddling ice cream are over. You've made it on your way to being a billionaire. Farewell. But hold your horses now, Saul. You ducking Benavidez. You're putting duck sauce on the carne asada. What's going on here, people? Now let's understand something when it comes to Saul. Farewell. My man talking about fighting another 5 years, people. Let's be real. Let's be real. Remove the emotion. Let's talk about what we saw last night. I'm telling you right now, Saul needs to retire. Retire. Farewell. And hold your horses on this shit about fighting another 5 years. Who in the world is Canelo going to fight another 5 years when he got in the ring with Jaime Munguia, and Jaime Munguia in spots, like I said, especially early in that fight, and even some of the middle rounds, Jaime Munguia was putting the bing-bings on Canelo. And you want to come out here now and people start talking about, yeah, Canelo's back, Canelo, oh, Canelo. Yeah, Canelo, no one can beat him. He's a boss. Bosses make decisions. They tell people what to do. They don't do what they're told. Canelo. Hey, yo, fans, McNicholas is out there. Hey, yo, hold your horses. We know Canelo running the show. We know he's the face of boxing. It ain't Gervonta Davis or goddamn Terrence Crawford. But one thing I will say is, he may be the face of boxing, but my man's been the face of boxing for a long time. And there's a lot of wear and tear on that face of boxing. There's a lot of training camps on that face of boxing has been through. So don't come out here now just because he got in the ring with Jermell. Oh, I don't want this Mexican to hit me with them bing-bings, Charlo, and then Jaime Munguia, and defeat Ryder, then come in here in a very tough fight and get through Munguia and start talking this crazy shit about, yeah, Canelo, he'll beat Benavidez. He's not beating Benavidez. Ain't no way in the world he beats Benavidez. That's why I'm saying for Canelo, yo, farewell. Go ahead and retire, my boy, because you ain't giving up the belts. And we all know why. Secret society's in full effect. They ain't trying to have that man give up them belts because they're all about the dollar bill, y'all. Wu-Tang, Kareem. The cash is ruling everything around these boxing worlds, man. They can't have Canelo Alvarez disappear. And matter of fact, if he doesn't disappear and he stays around, they can't give those belts to David Benavidez, El Monstro, the Mexican-American, Ecuadorian-American. We like to watch Benavidez, we do. But we diehard fans. Benavidez in a situation, matter of fact, his situation worse than Terrence Crawford's. Crawford made some noise in the boxing world, and that Earl Spence win, I mean, that for as far as Crawford and his profile, that catapulted that man up there somewhere around the goddamn, out there in another galaxy. He out there around Pluto and Mars and Jupiter. My man, Crawford is chilling now. He there with a surfboard cruising the Milky Way. He probably behind that goddamn eclipse that happened recently, to be honest with you. Screw you, Terrence Crawford, for that goddamn eclipse. But let's be real, man. Who the hell want Benavidez to have all the belts? Sanctioning body's not going to make no money off of El Monstro. They're not going to make no money. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Benavidez doesn't deserve the opportunity. He does. But the way it's looking, man, I mean, just for those of you who are miserable, I tell you what, go find yourself a bottle of rat poison, take 2 tablespoons, man, and just bring it all to an end because this shit ain't going to happen. Alvarez now is looking to make the most media appearances, when he's not fighting, and to continue to push his brand and profile because Canelo Alvarez, and I don't blame him. He's all about the dollar bill, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That man wants to become a billionaire through boxing. He's got a lot of businesses going on. Shit, he may be a billionaire already, you know what I'm saying? But you can't come out here now, getting down at super middleweight, man, and just refuse to announce that you want to fight Benavidez. And then, now Benavidez only brings 25 pounds to the table. Nobody knows him. If I beat him, I don't get credit. And then now it's like, all right, give me $200 million. Okay, well, if Benavidez only brought 25 pounds to the fight, you know what I'm saying? And you feel you could beat him on the same night you were fighting Munguia, why you need $200 million? Saul, farewell, farewell. Why you need $200 million, champ? Why you need $150 million, champ? Why you need that kind of money there, champ? It's just Benavidez, right? You said you have beat Munguia and beat Benavidez' ass in the same night. I'm going to tell y'all right now. Canelo is sleeping in the sleeping. He's inside his sleeping bag. He's zipped up his sleeping bag, and he's in there farting and taking deep breaths at the same time. He's gone crazy, y'all. He's gone crazy. He needs to unzip that sleeping bag. Crawl from out of there immediately. Escape those dangerous gases. So his judgment is no longer clouded. And my man can think rationally. We know there's some money out there inside. And we know, matter of fact, I'm saying in America too now, because Turkey al-Sheikh, Turkey no jiving al-Sheikh. My boy is taking America by storm, isn't he? It's like Turkey al-Sheikh says shit. And to him, this is like the last meal and shit. This is like the last boxing card. Like Turkey al-Sheikh, the type of fight he fights and shit he trying to put on with the Terence Crawford Madrimov fight card and undercard. You swear Turkey al-Sheikh think he'll never be able to put on another fight again. I mean, goddamn. It's only so much time in a day. I don't care how much of a boxing fan you are. Ain't nobody trying to be sitting here for 24 goddamn hours watching boxing. Like we have other things to do. You know what I'm saying? But Turkey al-Sheikh ain't just gonna throw $200 million at Canelo. I mean, I just don't think so. The only way I think that Canelo can get that kind of money is if Benavidez, if he clips Gvozdyk, and then he goes and he clips the winner of Bivol Bertabiev, and then Benavidez becomes undisputed at 175. And then you make the undisputed versus undisputed. I think Turkey al-Sheikh will get behind that. Because right now it's at a point, Canelo can't go nowhere, man. This man can't go nowhere. Nowhere. With somebody stepping to him. Fans are stepping to him now. And all Canelo says is, I earn my, I can make my own, shut up, Canelo. I'm going to tell you what you're trying to say. You're trying to say, I'm scared of David Benavidez. Hold your horses and stop taking it to the stupid. I mean, goddamn. Out here doing interviews, man. I think Canelo putting a fast one on us. He liked his name being in the media. His name, Gervonta Davis' names. Shit, not even Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury and those guys' names are in the media. The two fighters who named, and Terence Crawford, but really, it's Canelo. Yeah, Canelo, Crawford, and Gervonta Davis. Those three names are just out there. They don't even have to say anything, but the fans and the boxing community keeps their names alive. But for Canelo, he may just say, yo, keep talking about me. Cool. Gracias. And I'm going to keep doing my thing. And my thing is my thing, and I'm not worried about it. You know, even if I retire without him, it is what it is. Y'all not going to come out here and get me killed. Nah, but if so, no problem. I will swim across the river with that man-eating crocodile. But you got to pay me this, earth-shattering money. But I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I don't think Canelo's beyond. I don't think he's beyond retirement. I think he needs to retire. That's just me. He needs to retire. This shit about 5 more years in boxing, fighting 2 or 3 times a year. You're telling me Canelo has 10 to 15. 3, 5, 2. Yeah. You're telling me you got 10 to 15 fights? Y'all, come on now. Even if you're a Canelo fan. You want me to believe that you honestly think Canelo has 10 to 15 fights left against elite opposition? And if he chooses to go the other route and fight, I would say take softer touches. Just like a lot of fans are, Canelo's the greatest. He's back. He beat Jamel. He beat Munguia. And that was a hard fight. He didn't easily beat Munguia. Munguia was pressing him. But to come now and start thinking that Canelo's going to go on and do something great, I just don't think he can sit there and move down the ladder. Fans, they may start throwing tomato cans at him, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. For me and Canelo, he's not giving a lot of specifics about what he's going to do, but he will say, all he's saying is he feels good. He doesn't think anyone can beat him. He has the experience, and he does. But I tell you what, Canelo better figure something else out than just sitting there languishing on the ropes and trying to catch everything with the high guard. Because guys who throw punches and combinations are obviously the Achilles heel for Canelo. Jamal Charlo, I don't think he'll be a problem for Canelo. The jab may create problems, but other than that, he's not really a combination puncher. David Benavidez is a combination puncher. He creates a problem. Billy creates a problem. So when we start talking about Canelo Alvarez, and as far as what he's doing, let me tell you something. No matter who he fights next, it's going to be a massive bout. But one thing for sure is when it comes to Canelo, he doesn't plan on going anywhere anytime soon. But I'm going to point something out to you right now, to all the party people out there. I'm pulling something up. I want to share it with you. When it comes to Canelo, WBO champion, IBF champion, WBC champion, WBA. Let me tell you something. Edgar Berlanga. I mean, let's be real. Berlanga against Canelo. That's a tough fight. After watching Canelo last night, but then again, he was fighting Jaime Munguia. So when we start talking about styles make fight, who wins, Berlanga or Munguia? You know what I'm saying? That's a tough one to call. You may want to favor Munguia, right? Because Berlanga gets hit. And he's like falling in love with his right hand. He's not even really boxing and letting his hands go. But Berlanga and Canelo, I think that's the fight Canelo's gonna take, and I think Berlanga has a chance. I really do. But again, it's the experience. And if Berlanga is just looking to throw the right hand and that's it, he's gonna be in trouble. But he's got the power. How about Canelo and David Morrell? Let's be for real, man. Morrell will throw combinations. He's bigger, taller, longer, got power. I think Canelo could be in trouble. Morrell, to me, is a bit more seasoned because of the amateur pedigree and how he was schooled in the Cuban style of boxing. I think he's a much more difficult tasking than Jaime Munguia was. And Jaime Munguia gave Canelo huge problems. Christian and Billy, you just don't really know him over here, but Christian and Billy is a problem. Diego Pacheco, he's another one like Munguia, basically. If you hit him, he's going to hit you back. But I think Canelo gets Pacheco. But those are big boys with a long reach. But what I'm getting at is when you start looking at some of these names out here, Canelo's going to have to come and fight, Sergey Derevyanchenko. You know what I'm saying? Like that. That's who he needs to go and fight. He needs to come and fight somebody like Trevor McCumbee. See, nobody even knows who that is. He might as well give Demetrius Andre an opportunity. Like that's really what Canelo should be looking at. Not looking to go on and fight, a guy like Morrell, a guy like even Berlanga, Benavidez. He's gonna have to take softer touches because he's not messing with him. Now, if he chooses to bubble up to 175, even there he got to be careful who he fights. But I just think people just want to see Canelo fight. But if he's gonna try to bubble up to 175 for the right opportunity, and I'm gonna tell you this: when we talk about the right opportunity for Canelo, we're talking about money. Canelo doesn't care who he fights; he just wants to get paid. And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But that being said, Canelo Alvarez, farewell. Retire from the sport. Don't let the sport retire you. Because the way it's looking, Canelo's slowed just enough for one of these guys to put the bing-bings on him. Because my boy was getting hit last night. He was getting some pressure put on him. He got hurt a couple of times in that fight. When he went back to that corner, especially them early rounds, you could see in his face, he was like, oh man, what is this? This guy, not nice. Nah, Munguia wasn't there to be nice. He wasn't there to shake your hand, tongue kiss you. He wasn't there to do the freaky deaky. He was there to tranquilize you. So hold your horses and don't take it to the stupid. Y'all keep cool. I really think Canelo. Look, Canelo's the truth. Canelo is the truth, man. But all the joking aside, my man has slowed just enough to get his ass violently knocked out by these young lions. You know what I'm saying? And anybody out there saying anything other than that, I kindly request, in the most respectful way, that you hold your horses and stop taking it to the stupid in the breeze.